Oh, so we made it to live early this time. Hopefully everyone is doing well.
Ah,
Hey!
nice. We're doing good.
We are doing good. How are
This is
you
kind
doing?
of high.
I know, I noticed that. It's only not
Well,
like
now
that.
it's kind of low. Okay.
There.
Okay, perfect.
Is that good? I think so.
How is everybody doing today? We're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
We had church, got home,
Rested, relaxed a little bit.
rested. Yeah. It was nice. We did some laundry.
Yep. Yep. Got the kids fed. That was a big thing,
Yeah,
like always.
true.
So,
We have literally set up a live for this time for 2 weeks now, and we had to
cancel it
cancel
twice.
Yeah, exactly. My
Yeah.
words are not there, but that's crazy.
So
We felt so bad.
yeah, so for those of you that seen it scheduled and was excited for it, we apologize.
I'm sure they weren't like excited, but
You never know.
yeah, we do apologize. We were excited, but some things came up. You know how
Yep.
that happens.
Life.
Life came up, yeah.
Yep.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, Michael's
Hey,
Adventures.
Michael's Adventures.
Yeah, it happens sometimes, so we had to cancel and move things around and do what we got to do.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, thankfully, all of y'all understand. We all understand life happens, and we got to do what we got to do. So.
We have some exciting news. We ordered fruit trees.
Oh yeah. Yep. We ordered 5 fruit trees.
Hi, Prepping Princess. Yes, I think I subscribed to you. I was so I think I was the one or something. Or I meant to. I've seen you. And I'm so interested in your channel, Prepping Princess.
Yep.
Let me see. Let me make sure I subscribe to you. No, I didn't, but I meant to. You don't have any content. Get your content up. I'm so excited to learn more. We're learning a lot about prepping versus like end of the world types prepping. Like, I always thought prepping was like for only people who were like
doomsday
yes,
bunkers.
I always thought that's what prepping was. And then I started watching.
What are you doing?
What happened, Nelly?
Can you take those shoes over here? It says green grass.
Yes, that's fine.
Well, be careful because this is kind of where Daisy goes.
Yeah. So I started watching that one guy.
I don't know, but
Wow.
I'm a huge wasp. Green Man?
Gray
Oh,
Man. Gray Man. And he has been talking about. We have children. Yes. Yes. Yes, that's fine.
Yes.
Yes.
And Nelly, if you're not in there, turn your tablet off.
Yes.
Can I not do all the clothes on Monday because I have a bun?
Well, yeah, but you have to make sure they all fit in your drawer. Do they fit in your drawer now? You got to make sure they're all fitting in your drawer or they're getting hung up. So you can't leave that room until that is done.
But few is mine.
Go ahead and go put.
Hang them up.
All right. Well, your mom, whatever your mom says. So go ahead and do what you think you can do, and then talk to your mom when she gets here.
Go play. Go play.
Hollis, what are you doing
Go
here?
play.
They're just all coming like one by one, needing
Yeah.
things.
No. No. Yeah. Anyways.
What was I saying? Gray Man.
Yes.
Okay, so he goes on every now and again. I forget what day it is. And sometimes I'm up late, so I can catch the late night lives.
Yep.
And he talks a lot about prepping for like just normal disasters, like tornadoes and I don't know, just crazy catastrophes where you would need to have your specific bags, your first aid, your food prep and different things. So I've been learning a lot about prepping. And I'm really interested in the women preppers too because I never really thought about prepping those things. So it's exciting.
Yeah, prepping is always, like she said, I think it comes with a bad idea or a bad pretext about it.
I know. I said right there in the grass is fine.
So, yeah, we're kind of getting into that and trying to see all that on this side of it because I guess homesteading is a way of prepping. Exactly, go hand in hand. You're absolutely right. And I believe that too. Now that we've seen that and we see, I mean, obviously, we're storing goods, we're freeze drying, or we're freezing things, we're canning things and
Did you
putting things
order a
up.
coffee grinder?
Well, you said you needed stuff for your spices.
So
Daddy.
we're on this, and then
Yeah, I
the
wanna do
Amazon
that.
delivery thing came on. It's like
Your what?
electric coffee grinder, spice grinder, and I'm over here like, who ordered that? That's so funny. And he's so right. We've also been drying a lot of our herbs.
Sorry.
Like last year we dried a lot of herbs, and I've been putting those
There you
aside.
go,
So
buddy.
that actually is very helpful, but I didn't know that you ordered that.
I do things without her knowing because otherwise she won't let me do them sometimes. And I like to kind of surprise her with them.
Well, my Amazon cart is like, my save for later is ages long. So
Yes, prepping is awesome. Like I said, it's something we're growing into.
We're learning.
And we're learning the actual process of it without, like I said, coming with the bomb shelter, like end of the world, zombie apocalypse type of preppers.
that's what I thought it was. That's all I thought prepping was. I thought it was people that were like hiding in bunkers.
Yep.
But it's not. It's everyone should be prepping, and I
Yep.
didn't know that. And it's the ignorance of media and society, because
Yep.
easier to ask for. Yeah. Well, he knows that I overthink. So if I see something and I know I need it, like I will need a plug. And if I need a plug and it's $5, and I'll look and I'm like, do I really need this plug? And I'll sit there, let it sit and marinate. He's like, it'll be in there forever. So
Yeah.
for him, he's just like, bloop, we need it, let's get it.
Yeah, I'm definitely more of that. Can't get too upset. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. It's true. I think there's a good balance to it.
3 months is good.
Yep.
That's awesome.
That's really good.
Yeah, we've been doing pretty good with our pantry. We've
Yeah.
been trying to keep up with basic necessities like an organic flour, the sugar, pasta, like dry goods that we know as a family with children we need, like for
Yep.
sure. I've been learning basic bread recipes to always have on hand. Just the basic things that we know we would need. We definitely need to up our first aid game a lot.
Yes.
Because we
Yes.
need Band-Aids all the time anyway.
Yeah.
Our children, So we're working on it. We're working on it.
Yeah, those are the areas
Ah,
that we really.
thanks, Mountain Martins. Thanks. Lots of love go into those videos. I really want you guys to learn with us because we're still learning too. And it's exciting when I feel like we know something. I'm like, yes, we finally got there. We know something. We have to share it. We
Yeah.
got to make sure our friends don't make the same
Is it?
mistakes we made.
Oh yeah.
Hmm. I post every day. Nice.
That is pretty
that
awesome.
is so awesome. If yeah, we can't post every day.
Yeah, canning is definitely that other adventure that we're working into and working on. We've done a little bit of it here and there. We haven't really gone major scale on it, I guess you would say. But this year, I think we're really going to be focusing on it as well.
Yeah.
And trying to get it going for us because it's a huge benefit for us.
A worm bed. Nice. I mean, I have been like passing out worms like crazy.
Yep.
Because all my friends are getting into gardening. So they want to start, I tell them all the time, start a worm bed.
Mm-hmm.
It's the easiest way to compost. You literally just feed your scraps and leave it. Let them do their thing. Add
Yep.
some browns every now and again. It's so easy. And you don't have to turn it constantly. I mean,
Yep.
we do other composting methods, but the worms by far is the easiest one. Canning meat is a great feeling. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. That's something we want to do. We want to learn how to can meat
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, another thing that for me anyways, my major issue that we have is storage. We don't have much shelving space or storage space to do a lot of that.
Right.
Like if we wanted to do like 6 months to a year,
A freeze dryer. Everybody.
Yeah,
Everybody wants one.
if I wanted to do like a year's worth of food storage, we
Careful,
don't even
Hollis.
have the space for that right now. Like we don't have the capacity to be able to store up that much. Freeze drying, yes. Man, I want it so bad, but that it'll come in time. I'm not going to rush into it too much. I believe it'll come. I believe we will get there. I just want to get what we're doing now established and then be able to move forward onto newer things that's going to really help us and benefit us.
What I've learned is there's always something to learn.
Yeah.
Literally. Like, you will never have it all.
Yes.
Food, yeah.
Yes, I've looked into a root cellar. Food
Cellar.
Yeah, I've looked into it and stuff, and that's another thing I'm weighing out and something that we're looking at doing. I just have to look at our water table that's here where we're located at and see the depth of it. See if I can either build one, or I've seen other people take like storm shelters or tornado shelters and turn those into root cellars. So that's another option for us as well.
I've seen people put trash bin, like different kind of really heavy duty trash bins in the ground.
Yeah.
I've seen so many ways to make like mini root cellars if you like immediately need it for like an overabundance of potatoes or something like that. There's so many cool DIYs out there, but he definitely wants a bunker. He wants like something heavy duty in the ground. Yeah. And, you know, whenever we get to that point of having enough funds for that, that would definitely be beneficial.
Yeah, I want like a minimum 10 by 12.
Yeah.
Like root cellar.
We would use it. I mean, we really would. Our ground is getting so much better. It blows my mind what 3 years of, you know, mulching can do. Like 3 years of compost and plants and stuff could do.
A spider on my neck.
Oh my word. We're in the shed. So we've been throwing everything in the ground. I have literally been trying to just plant all sorts of things.
That's why you don't do that.
Well, go get it. Yep.
Okay.
Can I go with him?
No, you stay here. Hollis Lamar.
But yeah, so prepping is definitely something we've gotten more into lately. And like she said, the medical stuff, the first aid stuff is huge because we do use it a lot, especially with kiddos. Use it a ton, and we got to be able to keep that up and stuff. So that's another adventure that we're looking into.
I also want to do something basic that I've been saying that I just need to do. I need to get all of us maybe like a size up of clothing and just put it in the vehicle for emergencies. Like each of us get a pair of clothing with some shoes, socks, or whatever we need, our emergency stuff, and get a bag set in order just in case. It's the simple things, it's the little things that will make a difference. I know there have been times in the past where we went out somewhere and we didn't know that we would be swimming or something like that, and we're like, oh, we don't have clothes, you know, just something basic like that. We're learning a lot. Big out bags.
Yeah, bug out bags.
Bug out bags.
Typos are the greatest.
I know, and I just go along with it. Big out bags, yeah.
Yeah, but
you can get totes too.
Yeah,
really good totes.
We want a bug out bag for sure, but
they're frozen.
We also want a more just one that's in the vehicle for us in case of situations. The bug out bag, from my understanding of it, is more of a grab and go type of thing. Like if something happened and you needed to grab your bag and leave, that's kind of what that's what my smell. It's okay, no worries. So yeah, I think we're trying to do more of a 2 or 3 fold type of thing where I want a sustainable bug out bag, but I also want something in the vehicle. In case something crazy does happen and we're out and we need something right then and there as well.
Right. Yeah, we're learning. We're learning.
Huge process of it.
So back to our fruit trees.
Yes.
We got 5 fruit trees.
Yep.
1 apple because we already have an apple in our garden.
Yep.
2 peach.
Yep.
And 2 plum.
Yep.
I'm so excited.
Very excited.
They always say, when is the best time to plant fruit trees? 5 years ago.
Yep.
That was the best time.
The second best time is today.
Today.
So we are adventuring into that, and like she said, we have 1 apple tree that we've had here 3 years now. It's done phenomenal. It's doing great. So I feel more confident into adventuring out and stepping out into getting more fruit trees and being able to really harvest out of an orchard style and being able to take care of them and stuff. So we're really excited about that. We're excited about what's coming. We're excited that we finally bit, I guess, the bullet and did it. So
yeah, definitely. We're trying to be smart with the money flow that we have going.
yeah.
And we've been learning so many ways on how to just lower the costs of things and what big purchases we can make to where it comes in handy later on.
Yeah.
We've been doing a lot of foraging for our rabbits now that there's a lot of different things like ragweed and cleavers and just nettle, just a bunch of things that they can eat, plantain out there that grows in our yard. I'm excited about that. The rabbits have been enjoying it. They're so healthy and they're happy, and we've been selling so many rabbits
Yes.
lately. A lot of people are getting into rabbits and chickens, and they're starting to realize how important it is to raise your own food or just grow a garden and do things that are going to help you and your family, especially in these times of such just up and down, like the inconsistent food from the grocery store. They can only do so much, and you don't believe everything you hear, on the media and like what people are saying about they're running out of food. We just need that here. We need for sure stability here in our household, doing whatever we know to do.
Yep.
And a lot of people are starting to wake up and they're starting to be like, okay, what do I do? How do I do it? How do I start? Where do I begin? And so the basics have been so important for a lot of our friends, and they've been laying a good foundation, and I'm so excited for them.
Yeah, it's so important. I think the phrase that's going around is "don't buy the hype." It's so important for us not to do that, not to go into the panic buying mode and stuff. Chickens are great and easy to take. Yes. Chickens, obviously, people always say that's like your number one livestock or whatever you want to call it on your homestead is chickens. They're super easy. You feed them, you water them, you get eggs from them, you move on, you keep doing what you need to do. Rabbits, I would have to say rabbits are probably the second. For us anyways. They were our second that we got. And I think the reason why is the same thing. They're easy to take care of.
Easy to process.
Easy to
feed. They're quiet.
Yeah.
And for us with such a small yard, many people can raise rabbits. Even many people in HOAs can have a certain amount of chickens. They're just easy animals to get away with. I know many people who raise rabbits, and some of them raise rabbits indoors in their garage or whatever. You can get away with certain things with smaller animals, rather than getting a cow or a goat. You can't do that in a backyard homestead. But eventually, when we expand, when the Lord opens that door, we would definitely. I want a Jersey cow.
Yep.
I want milk from the cow. I want to make my own cheese. I'm going full throttle. Goats, I don't think so. Unless we had terrible land, I think that would be the only way we would get goats for a season, just so they can rip up the land and get rid of all the bad stuff. But yeah, I'm not too much interested in that. We don't normally cook goat. I'm not milking a goat, I don't think. So we're much more interested in a cow. We're not really interested in hogs. It's just cow, rabbits, and chickens for us is what I'm kind of thinking.
Yeah.
So, ducks too.
Oh yeah, ducks.
We want ducks, and we are going to get ducks. We have the Bland's Promised Land Ranch. They are going to have ducks one of these days for me. We're going to get some Muscovies, and I am waiting, and I'm so excited. And as soon as we get them, I'm making a video.
Yeah.
Be like, look what I have, finally.
So y'all will definitely find out real quick.
Yeah, I want duck eggs. I've never had duck to eat. I've never had duck either.
Neither.
I have a friend who eats it often, and she said she can cook it, but I really just want the eggs. We will eventually probably process some ducks, but that's my main thing, the eggs. We have a big family, and apparently one duck egg is 3 chicken eggs. So it's a good size egg, and I just want them. And they're great for baking, from what I hear. So I'm excited.
I hunt them to the ends of the earth.
Nice. Yeah, bring your stuff outside and paint.
Yeah, ducks. That's definitely our next livestock to add to the homestead. We already have the area picked out that where we're going to put them at. We already have it. We already have most of the stuff we need for it. I've heard they're delicious.
I heard they're good too.
And that's another reason again why we're getting them. Oh yeah. Yeah, we already have the kids already dug up a pit for the duck pond.
Yeah,
so.
when we get ducks, I mean, we're gonna make a little pond for them.
Yeah.
We're probably gonna get some mulch in there because I heard they're a mess.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be kind of prepared. There's a lot of little things we're gonna do. I have a book on Muscovy ducks. We do our research.
Yes.
We want to make sure that we're doing it right the first time.
Yep.
And if we're able to do it big, let's do it big.
Yeah, and it's all about, like she said, doing the research and having the stuff set up for it. Like,
Right.
I want to make sure that we have the habitat ready and going so that way I'm not trying to fix things or do things while we have them.
Right.
Because we did that with the chickens, and that was painful, having to try to move the chickens around, try to move them here, move them there, put them in a new home, disrupt their lives. They stop laying for 3 weeks until they get ready, and it was just a painstaking ordeal. So through the chickens, we've learned that for when we get the ducks, we're going to make sure we have everything set up. We have their pen ready to go. We have their
fenced in area.
Yeah, fenced in area, all that stuff ready to go. So when we get them, we can just let them in there and they can begin to live their lives.
And we're going to make sure they're happy because
Yeah.
we just keep getting the same advice. If your ducks are not happy, they're going to leave.
Yeah.
You know, and we may get something doing for the top, but I still want our ducks happy. I want them to have everything they need within the cage or the area. We have an electric fence, so what I'm thinking of doing is if they run out of grass, we can kind of move the fence over some every now and again, just give it time to grow more grass. I don't want them in a mud pit. That's one benefit of having a smaller amount of animals. You can tend to them a little more attentively.
Yeah.
You see a problem and it's easier to fix rather than having a bunch of animals and then you're like, oh no, there's a problem here, there's a problem here. Eventually, I'm sure we'll run into that when we get into more acreage. But right now, as for right now, we have a small enough backyard to where we can tend to the animals on a better scale.
Yeah.
We can see a problem, fix the problem, and do better for them. So I'm happy about that. I'm thankful for that for sure.
Yep. And do any of y'all have ducks that y'all have dealt with, or fruit trees, for instance?
All the advice needed.
Yeah. I'm pretty knowledgeable on peach trees because I've done a lot of research on them. Apple trees, like I said, I've dealt with one, so I kind of know the knowledge of that. Plum trees, on the other hand, I'm going to have to really begin to research and look into that. I know they do really well here. I love plums, man.
Oh, man.
I love plums. And we got a variety that was made here out of Texas A&M.
Right.
So it's made for our climate. It's made for our growing zone. And it's adaptable for here. So I'm excited about that and seeing how they work. That's another thing.
Too.
When you look for things, make sure you're looking for the your growing zones. If you have an area that produces trees or things like that, go for them and see if they make things for your area.
Right.
My problem is finding any tree. Oh, I bet.
Oh,
I don't doubt that at all. Like,
yeah, I was gonna say, I know I watch a lot of YouTubers in those zones, and I'm just like, I can't imagine myself growing in that zone. But I know it happens. People do it.
Yeah.
I see people growing in Alaska.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah.
I see a lot of things that I never thought happened.
Yeah.
You know, online, and it's so cool watching everybody else's journey and how they do things. Because Zone 2, I can't even imagine. I complain about Zone 8B. I'm like, seriously, I can't start. Like, I wish we had California Zone 9 or whatever. And I'm like, it's so funny. I have some plums, cherries, and 1 apple. Nice. How many years are your trees on? Our apple, we bought it 3 years, right?
Yeah, so it's 6 years old
Yeah,
right now.
it's 6 years old right now. So it produced a few apples last year.
Yeah.
It could have produced more, but we didn't realize that we had to pluck some of them out to give them space to grow. So we lost a lot of them. It produced, I don't know, like it would have, I think I counted like 20 apples on it, and then the majority of them fell because I didn't prune them the way I should have.
Yeah.
But we make those mistakes
learn.
and we learn from those mistakes and we do better, right?
Yeah. Because I know how to prune an apple tree.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know how to prune it in that sense, like when the harvest begins and everything starts getting produced.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of lost the step on that one and missed it. So
Just started my onions indoors. Wow.
my trees are only a year old since I've had them.
Nice. So our onions, they should start bulbing next month. I usually buy the stuff. I have not started bulbing onions from seed yet. I usually just go on, which I forget the place, of course, and DoxdaleFarms.com, if they sell onions and they sell the Texas varieties and stuff. So I go on there and I buy the little starts and then I just plant them that way.
I want to do grapes too. I want a grapevine.
Grapes intimidates me. It really intimidates me. I don't know. I would love grapes.
Yeah.
But it's intimidating.
It is, but I don't know. Like I like the challenge. To me, it's the challenge that I like. I love the challenge of the grapevine, and I love it too in a biblical perspective as well, because God talks about that a lot. Him being the vine and us being the branch, and how it all works into that. So I like that as well. Like I think it's so cool how all that works. So I'm intrigued by it because of the challenge of it. Like I would love to see a huge grapevine, growing somewhere over like a pergola or something. We can just sit there and pick the grapes while we're sitting there eating them. And I mean, I don't know. That's how I envision it. So I would love to do grapes.
Right, me too. Me too. It's just intimidating.
Yeah. But she already told me, she's like, you're the fruit guy.
Yeah, he was like, are we going to be able to take care of these fruit trees? I was like, I don't know. Are you going to be able to take care of the fruit trees?
She put me on blast.
I feel like I do too. Well, we have muscadines. They grow native here.
Yeah.
We have some right behind our fence, but I heard that you have to have a female and a male plant. So I'm assuming we have only one gender because I never see them produce, but they're huge vines. Like they are wrapped all around the fence, our neighbor's fence.
Yeah.
So I don't know, maybe I'll have to, one day, maybe we'll find another gender and then get some grapes because they're huge.
They are huge, but I don't want to have to deal with the mess back there to get them.
Yeah, or just plant it back there and just let it do its thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. But they grow native here, so muscadines they're a good variety.
Like we have one growing literally that no one ever tends to, and it's massive.
It's massive.
Thing's big. I think it's probably like that big around.
See,
in some
and he hit it on the head too, a pergola. So I'm thinking, if we were to do grapes, we would have to have a really good, sturdy system going.
Yep.
Because I don't know if you guys watch James Prigioni, the gardening channel. He has a grapevine that is absolutely beautiful. He gets super grapes.
Yeah.
And we also watch Gardener's World. It's a European gardening show with Monty. He has awesome grapes too. And they all have a good, sturdy situation for their grapes, and they tend to them very well. So that's something we're going to have to be very attentive to and do a lot of research.
All right,
Bye,
Michael. Thank you so much. But yeah, another thing, he mentioned jellies. So that would be another thing we get into, because with the fruit comes the jellies. And
the cobblers and the pies. I'm so excited.
That's what I like. I'm all about the jellies, the jams, the cobblers, the pies. Give me fruit like deliciousness all day. And
we went to South Texas last summer to a place called Fredericksburg.
Yep.
And they have a lot of peach trees, like peach orchards. Oh my word. Those peaches were the best peaches we have ever tasted in our life.
Yes.
And I'm just praying that the Lord blesses our peach trees, and
Mm-hmm.
we can have that on hand. Like,
the funny
I'm
thing
so
is,
excited.
we went to Fredericksburg, which is like, what was it, like 5-hour drive, 4 hours?
yeah,
Something
no, it
like
was
that?
5.
5. To do that, and we got the peaches there and stuff. We have a place called Ham's Orchard, which is literally a peach orchard, 10 minutes down the road from us.
Not 10, like 20.
Either way, 20 minutes down the road.
We haven't been yet.
We have never been there.
We just haven't had the time, or he was always at work.
Yeah.
Before he went part-time, he was always working. So we never got to go. So definitely this year.
Yes.
We're going.
At least once.
At least once.
I hear they have a really good restaurant there. They have some good stuff there. You can get their homemade peach ice cream and all this stuff. So it's exciting. I love peaches. Peaches are just so delicious to me.
I love peaches for sure.
Yep.
We love fruit.
Yes.
I mean, our children love fruit too. So.
Yeah.
I like it when we get to make our homemade ice cream.
Ice cream.
Yeah.
And I like the rented house salad.
I know
His
you
mom
did.
cans peaches. She gets peaches from one of the
No.
people by
Yeah.
where she lives, and she cans them, and they're so good.
I'm gonna show you this because my son's been begging for it. But we harvested a asparagus today.
Oh, and he was so excited. Yeah, look how big it is.
Thing is massive.
This thing is serious, and I love how you're just playing with it, Hollis.
I know. I got to give it to my son because he's been asking for it. But that's my finger, so you can kind of see how big that thing is. I mean,
We're pretty proud of the asparagus.
I love it. Asparagus is another thing you have to plant now if you are looking forward to have it because it takes 3 years to be able to harvest any. So I'm going to give this to my son to eat because I promised it to him yesterday or the day before. So there you go, buddy.
Yeah, and what's funny with asparagus is you let the fern grow. Hollis, you're gonna have to go wash it.
Yeah, get the other piece.
So you let the fern grow, and it grows little berries, and the berries turn red, and inside the berry is the seed.
Yeah, go rinse it off, buddy.
So when these berries fall, it's pretty much guaranteed that you're
Yeah.
going to get more asparagus plants. So I'm starting to see tiny little asparagus plants popping up around the bed, which that middle bed is going
Hey
to
guys, go
become
play over there.
full-time asparagus anyway, eventually. But I thought it was so cool. I was like, look at the little asparagus. I was so excited.
Yeah,
It's awesome.
so yeah, we're excited. We love asparagus. It's so delicious. Like if you've never had fresh asparagus out of the garden, oh man, it's so different than any asparagus you've ever had in a restaurant, at the grocery store. I don't know. It's hard to explain it. It's just so much better.
Yeah, it's better. And it's not stringy.
No, it's not.
You know, I don't know if y'all understand what I'm saying, but like some asparagus, sometimes you cook it and it's very stringy. And I don't know. It's just not like that.
Yeah.
I don't know what the deal is with that and why that's that way.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Is there
it's,
different varieties of asparagus?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
Probably.
See if they grow here.
Yeah.
Yeah, do
Well,
it.
you know what? They probably do because I know somebody in Michigan, he says that they grow wild there. So
Yeah.
asparagus is a wild thing that grows over there. So I'm sure, I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
they probably do grow over there. Who knows?
I'm sure.
If not, just try it anyway.
Yeah, and like I said, they're great crop, and they produce for like 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
So once you start harvesting them that third year, they produce every year for 20 years. So you're able to clip it and keep going.
Yes, you
Yep.
can.
So you can keep going. So you got
Felix,
something that's
he's
going to
doing
be something
Okay.
that's going to be feeding you for 20 years. I mean, again, it's like a fruit tree, right? Like best time to plant it was 3 years ago. The next best time is today. So definitely, I would look into it, planting asparagus to grow there.
Right.
You won't be. I don't think you'll be disappointed if it does.
It's pretty cool. What we did, we went the easy route. You could plant them by seeds, and they'll grow
Yeah.
perfectly. I know a lot of people who've planted them from seeds, but when you plant them from seeds, it'll take up to 4 years until you can actually harvest
Yeah.
the asparagus. So what we did is we bought 2-year roots, planted the 2-year roots, and that next year we were able to plant harvest, which is now we were able to
Yeah.
harvest some asparagus. But the smaller ones that pop up, I just let them fern up, and It's just fine. Oh, the
Overwintering.
overwintering might be my issue, but I'll see. Well, yeah, when it gets cold, when it hit that frost here, I just cut all the ferns down, and you couldn't even, they were just in the ground. You heavily mulch it a little bit,
Yeah.
and it should be fine. I don't know. Worst case, I'm sure since your weather, put an extra cloth or
careful with them,
something
buddy.
on top.
Mom, can I cook some eggs?
Good job, buddy.
Can I cook some eggs?
You can maybe go potty. Do you need to go potty?
No.
Okay, go ask Sissy if she can cook some eggs.
I want to help her.
Go ask her if you can help.
Yeah, because I don't know. I mean, I don't know how you're. What is the? I don't know. Like,
So
how's
let me see. I'm gonna look it up for you real quick.
I mean, how is the permafrost there though? Because that's. Do you have permafrost
Can
where
I
you are?
grow asparagus?
Hey, what's up, Troy?
Hey,
Glad to see you in here,
we're
buddy.
talking about growing asparagus.
Yep.
There are a few heat-tolerant varieties that can further extend into warmer climates. Yes, you can. You can. Asparagus is hardy
For
in
zones
zones 2 to 8.
Yep. So you can
So
do
that's
it.
good.
You can get to it and get it. Well, the ground is solid frozen for months, and yep, permafrost. Yeah.
You'd probably do a raised bed.
Yeah, you probably could.
I mean, yeah, I know I would do maybe a raised bed. I'm sure it's warmer in a raised bed than it is in the ground. Probably not much warmer, but it is warmer.
Yeah, but would the freeze still freeze his raised bed?
Yeah, but probably not as bad as the ground. If he has like a little heavy mulch thing on it, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. Still frozen.
Meh.
So, yeah, I mean, it says
You'll have
zone
to
2.
look into it.
Yeah, it says zone 2, so I mean it can grow in your area. I just, like I said, whenever I was thinking of that, I was thinking of the permafrost and how that would try.
No,
Nah, they do. I thought so. I was about to say, I mean, if it's hitting the ground, like the ground itself and going
Man.
deep into that, it's
I
gonna
can't
be,
imagine zone 2. I really can't. Wow.
Yeah.
Like my friend Lisa, she's Yogi Hollow Farms.
Yep.
She shows videos all the time of them ice fishing. Like
Yeah.
I can't even imagine ice fishing. Like that blows my mind.
Yeah, she was ice fishing like last month?
Yeah, and she gets good fish. Like there was like a rainbow
Wow.
fish she got.
Shovel pings off the man. Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Man. Yeah, I won't even know. Like that's a whole nother level of homesteading. I feel like
Yeah.
how you're gonna absorb all that and use that. Like,
Yeah, that blows my mind. Blows my mind.
wow.
I'm still gonna visit Alaska. I'll be there
One
soon.
One day.
To figure out what's going on over there, but we'll probably go in the summer.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But yeah, I posted an ice fishing video a week ago with my kids. Yeah, that blows my mind. It's so cool.
Yeah.
But then again, I say all this just to say I probably won't even do ice fishing because I don't feel safe on top of water. It could be this thick of ice and I still don't feel safe on top of water.
I would do it. I'd be
I
all
don't
for
know.
it.
I just
I would do it just for the adventure sake. Because, I mean, I've seen people doing it. I've seen videos
Oh
of
yeah,
it.
people do it.
People building big fires out on the middle of the lake. And they're just sitting there ice fishing next to it. I mean, I
That
don't know. I
blows
would
my
try it.
mind. How? Like
I
that
would
blows
try
my
it.
mind.
I would try it. Definitely try it. But yeah, I mean, who knows? Asparagus might work for you. I don't know. That's crazy.
Hey, if it does and you plant it, you need to take a video of your harvest.
Yeah. Almost just 4 inches thick. You can drive
4
a semi
foot
truck.
thick.
Oh yeah, 4 foot. Sorry. Yeah. Oh yeah, I've watched those. Well, I used to watch it back in the day. What, the ice road truckers? I used to watch
That's
that.
crazy
show.
how it gets that cold.
Yeah.
That blows my mind.
Yep.
Like 4 foot thick.
And how do you not feel safe on that?
I
4
don't
foot of
know.
ice.
It's just the fact that was water. It's weird. I don't know.
Oh man.
Yeah, I will stick to my. Well, I can't stand Texas heat either. Oh my goodness! So look what's been happening to me, guys. Look at that tan line. Just from a matter of like 2 weeks.
Yep.
It's been crazy.
She keeps wearing her headband outside.
I love headbands. Like, I love them. They bring me joy.
What was it? Oh.
Carmen, Holston Fields were yelling at me.
Can you tell them
That's
not
what I
to?
said to get out of the kitchen. He didn't say nice. He was like yelling at me.
Okay,
like this.
why are you yelling?
If he drove me out
But
on the
why are
lake,
you yelling at me?
and I didn't realize we were
Calm
at the
down.
lake until I looked up
Hollis,
and saw a ship
no yelling.
going
You
across in
understand?
front of us.
Okay, you leave the kitchen.
Man, Troy,
Okay,
that's
but-
hilarious.
No more yelling, guys. Go ahead.
Troy, I couldn't even imagine being with someone driving on a lake. Like, when we were in Colorado last December 2020.
I just read that.
Yeah.
A ship going across.
So we were in Colorado, a place called Grand Lake, Colorado.
Yes. This is
And-
where I got my fancy cup.
Yeah. So we were there December of 2020. And while we were there, I seen not trucks or anything, but I seen people taking snowmobiles across the lake.
It's crazy.
Across there, and you seen the paths where people were taking and stuff. So that, I don't know, man, that's crazy. I couldn't even think about that. I mean, I guess if I didn't know and I was just driving, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. You know, people are like, yeah, we go through this all the time. I could probably do it.
Not me. I'll go
but-
all the way around.
Being the first one to do it, I think that would be the hard thing. Be like, I think it's good enough. Let's try.
Yeah, I don't know.
know.
I can't. Like, even when we think of cold places, like, I enjoyed going to Colorado. It was really nice seeing the snow and being in a cabin. But when I think of going on vacation to someplace cold, I'm thinking going there and relaxing.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to drive anywhere.
Yeah.
I don't want to drive in the cold. I want to see it outside of the window. The snowflakes flurrying down my face.
While she's sipping
While
a hot
I'm
chocolate
drinking hot chocolate.
with a fire going,
Exactly.
bundled up still
Yeah.
with a scarf.
Preach.
She's
That's
not a cold
my
person.
idea of like vacation. I'm not gonna go to a winter wonderland and go outside.
Nazzy.
Just not me.
No, man.
Okay, go ahead and go play, guys. It's kind of weird that y'all are our audience.
Yeah, they're like sitting right behind the camera.
Go play, Nazi.
But yeah, no, I agree though. Vacation to me is that too. Is just having a time of literally doing nothing, like just relaxing, doing just enough. Start rolling down his window like nothing has happened, and it was -10. I was thinking, what?
What?
Yeah, what in the world, man? Like my windows are up until it's probably like 60 outside. No, actually, I'll say 50. I'll do 50. I'll roll my windows down. It's pretty nice.
My windows are down.
Never.
Not often. And if it is, it's open like this. Each window has like a crack open just for some airflow.
Yeah, she doesn't like the wind, I feel like.
No.
Depends on the situation. Sometimes I like them down. I'm like, well, you know, roll it down, just be cruising. But
Well, and okay, so where we live, like where we go normally, we're on the highway.
yeah,
So it's like your windows down and you're here, boom, 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 constantly. And it's like, and then your ears start doing that weird sound. It's like not even worth having the windows
and you're
down.
doing 80 miles an hour, so.
Mine freeze shut. That's crazy.
Ours only did that when we had that
Man.
major freeze here. That's the only time ours froze shut.
Heading out. Oh, happy birthday.
Happy
or
birthday,
whoever's
Troy.
birthday. Happy
Yeah.
birthday.
Thank you for stopping by. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
God bless you
God
too,
bless
brother.
you. Yeah, that's crazy.
I couldn't imagine that.
Mm-mm.
Closing like that and everything. Oh,
Right.
man.
I can't believe it's already spring here. We don't have no more snow, no freezing, no cold. So everything is so green, and I would turn the camera, but it's a mess
Hey!
right now. Who's that?
Mercedes
Really?
Dolores.
That's my sister, Mercedes Dolores. Yeah, so it's nice and green here right now.
It is.
I don't think we're
Actually-
gonna get any more freezes.
No,
I really don't.
I had to cut my grass for the first time yesterday. Well, I didn't have to. I chose to.
Right.
But yeah, so we're already push mowing the lawn and planting stuff out.
Right.
And everything here. I think it's like 70 degrees outside right now, as we sit out here on this live. So
And it's funny now because last year we were just cutting through the lawn, and now it's like we're learning a little bit more about foraging, like we were saying.
yeah,
And I'm like, don't cut that, don't cut that, don't cut that piece. Our whole backyard has literally become just the rabbits' food paradise.
yeah,
So we kind of just move their tractors.
yeah.
So, did we give them water today?
I checked it this morning.
Oh, okay, yeah.
We'll probably need to fill it up. this afternoon, or when we get off here.
Yeah.
But yeah, our backyard is kind of untouched right now, which is okay. I mean, honestly, I don't mind. I like it cut, I like it pruned, but at the same time, if our animals can benefit from it, I'll do that. I'll keep my front yard looking nice and cut.
Right.
And we'll just move that way.
Yeah, our front yard, I finally got some flowers out there, like in the ground. I tried the whole porch garden thing, where like having nice and flowers on the porch. The cats were laying in my flowers in the pots, and it was just, it didn't work out. The only thing that grew was the wandering jewel, the inch plant.
Yeah.
It was just, I mean, it was not worth it. So we went ahead and got a bed going. Eventually, the whole front yard will be like a prairie design, a lot of natives, a lot of wildflowers, maybe even a little pond or something nice.
A pond.
Yes.
Foraging is great. We've been blessed with a lot here to find. My rabbits love it too.
Yes.
Yes,
it's
foraging is phenomenal. It saves so much money. Like, it really does. Like,
and our yard is perfect for it because we're right by a pretty much forestry area. So it's like we get all the good stuff. So I'm very, very thankful. Yeah. But then we do get things like dewberry and vines that are super prickly and different things that hurt. So we have to dig that stuff up.
Yeah.
Most of our seeds have been in the ground for 3 weeks. One more bed to go. Nice.
That's exciting.
Do you happen to have any videos on indoor plants? I read it just like my sister would read it. So.
Yeah. Or propagating
plants. No. I don't have any on my indoor plants, and this is why. I am only good at pothos, which is a vining indoor plant, my fiddly fig, and then my umbrella plant. I'll tell you why. The pothos don't need anything but water and maybe fertilization once a year. Yeah. That's what I do. And they just keep growing, and then I cut the leaves and I put them in in a water dish. They grow roots, and then I make another plant. The fiddly fig, it likes light. So it's right by our window in the living room, and it gets light. And then I water. That's it. I fertilize. Again, I fertilize the fiddly fig maybe twice a year because the leaves are so big. I just want to make sure it's okay. And the umbrella plant, I water it. I fertilized maybe once. I mean, it's alive.
Yeah.
So anything besides that, I mean, I can't really brag and be like, I have the best indoor plants ever. I have very simple, straightforward indoor plants. So I might make a video just showing my very simple indoor plants, but I'm not an expert.
Yeah. And propagating, I don't think she's made a video on it, but she's talked about it a lot.
I think I have a short.
Oh, yeah, probably
propagating the inch plant, the wandering jewel.
Yeah.
Where I just cut where the node was and then stuck it in the ground in dirt, really damp soil, or you can do it in water too. But I mean, that's as much as I've done because propagating vining indoor plants are super simple. Most indoor plants to propagate are kind of simple. You just have to pay attention to what it wants, what it needs.
I think propagating, if it's propagatable, is easy. It's just time consuming.
Right.
That's the biggest thing.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you so much for watching. We appreciate it.
Huh?
Can we pick up little bunnies?
No, not right now.
She said, yes, video, please. It's interesting to watch.
Yeah, you're like me, just watching stuff.
Maybe she could do one of those, like, no audio, just like...
She was telling me, okay, so my sister was telling me that about cooking and just not having any audio or anything, just doing something so they can watch.
It's impossible with us.
Yeah.
Our children are so noisy. And that's nothing against them, it's just their kids. Like, children make noise.
Right.
So she'll be in the kitchen trying to cook, and all of a sudden you hear, ah! In the background, and it just kind of...
Well, you just have to edit it. I mean, just to put a song over it or just quiet, silent film.
Yeah, but then that'll mess up with the whole...
I know. See, that's the problem, too, because he has made a wonderful point. I only like watching silent films. Go ahead. I kicked your brothers out, so go ahead. I only like watching, like, cooking and stuff videos if I can hear the noise. I like the sound of like, I love the natural sounds of like things. So
Yeah.
those quiet videos. Excuse I'm old and all this is different.
Taking
Hi.
that sound effect.
Okay, so when I watch video, like we have a video on harvesting a sunflower.
Yep.
And all it is the sunflower head and me kind of just breaking it apart and getting the seeds out and stuff. And it makes those natural sounds.
Yeah.
I love that. I love watching videos with the natural sounds. I watch a lot of videos like that. Very important. Doing research is a must. Yes.
Yes.
That's right. So I don't know, maybe I would, but like he said, we have a lot of noise in our house, but I would love to put out more videos like that. I love that.
Yeah, because like she said, the cooking videos she watches, a lot of it has like the chopping sound with the knife chopping the vegetables. You hear the crackling of the stir fry, the crackling of the wood or whatever, the cooking over. So it's a very ambient sounds that they portray into those videos, and that's kind of what draws them to it.
Right.
So it's hard to do stuff like that when you do have more background noise.
We'd have to do that during
stuff.
Quiet time when our children are in the bed. I love
Slamming
the sound
on the beach.
Oh, I bet.
We love it too. We'll be back one day.
Yeah, natural sounds, nature sounds are just they're awesome. Like I want to do a video too where I want to eventually put out a camera by like the flowers and the pollinators and stuff, so that I can get videos of like the butterflies and the bees and all that stuff on the flowers. I love watching that stuff.
Yeah.
And I know people who like there's a YouTube channel where you can just watch birds. Like you watch birds go to the feeder and then just feed and all this stuff. And people put that on for their birds. Like they just put it on in the house.
To keep their other birds company.
Yeah, to keep their birds company. Or just like all those watch hours, just watching birds eat bird food. I think that's so cool.
Yeah.
Like I really do.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool if we ever can get a butterfly garden. Like legit butterfly garden set up, ready to go, and then around that time get a good live camera set up to where we can actually hit live on it.
But it would have
and people can watch the butterflies fluttering in. And
that would have to be like on point camera,
yeah,
like a really good camera. The video you put out of the rabbits just hanging out was so cool.
Watch that video doing work. Yeah, I want to do more of those things. I just got to find a good quality camera for it. Got to get a good like 4K, Ultra HD, Superphonic camera or something. We set up a camera in a bird. Yes, I've seen those too.
I saw that too.
Yeah.
The bird making the nest and everything. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Love you too. God bless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I said, once I get a better camera set up for it, bye. Thank you for stopping by. Once we get a better camera set up for it, we may do more of those bunnies in the tractor type of videos. Because now that we have the bigger tractor set up and we're able to actually have the mother in there with the babies, we'll be able to do more of those.
For sure.
So we're excited about that.
For sure. Yeah, there's a lot of ideas stirring. It's just a matter of going with it and doing it.
Yeah. Yeah.
With anything, you know.
Yeah, and also it's a trial and error thing too, because we want to try it, see how good it works. If we get good feedback on it, then we'll be more apt to go back and do it again.
And I really want to make sure the quality is top notch. Like, if we're gonna do something like that, the quality has to be there. Yeah. Because I wouldn't want to watch something like that and the quality being all fuzzy and weird. I don't know.
Yeah. So if you know of a good high quality camera.
Like, our quality on this live is not too bad today.
Well, I don't have it on internet.
Oh.
That's probably why.
Yeah. But, like, let's say we're recording some pollinators and then the wings are really big and they're going really fast. Like, I don't want it to, like, I don't know, get funky. I don't know. We'll be working on it.
Yep. All in time. How often do you guys record videos?
Whenever they pop up. We don't have a certain day. I know a lot of people have a day. They're like, Saturday, new upload every week. Not us.
Whenever the opportunity presents itself.
Yeah. Oh, okay, cool. That's awesome because sometimes our lives are fuzzy.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but.
But yeah, we don't really have a set day. Whenever we do a project or something that we feel like would be beneficial to people, we record it, do our editing, and then we post it most of the time that day.
Right.
Unless it's on a day like today. Like if I knew we did a video yesterday, I would wait to post it till Monday. And the reason why is because I knew, okay, well, we have a live Sunday. We'll get the live out, and then we'll drop the video on Monday so we're not overwhelming people with too much.
Right.
So I try to be somewhat strategic with that. But other than that, that's kind of where we're at.
Yeah.
Daddy.
Hollis? Sure, buddy.
Why are you holding eggs?
Yep.
I'm cracking.
Okay, we'll go crack eggs.
I don't even know.
Our kids love cooking, so we
Yeah.
allow them to cook.
Got that right.
We are training up children to be adults.
Mm-hmm.
So the adults have to do less adulting.
Right. Oh, man. I'm so tired today.
Yeah.
We had an awesome service. God is so good.
Yeah.
We were able to just pray and pray today.
Yeah.
And I think we all need that moment where we can all just take a moment to just pray in unity together.
Yeah.
I think that's what a lot of people are lacking, just good prayer partners, people praying for them,
And praying with them.
interceding, and just, it was beautiful.
Yeah.
I love that. That's my favorite. I love when we just pray.
Yep. I didn't even have to preach today.
Really? Yeah, it was a lot of prayer. Which is good. I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
People need that. And he hit it on the head today. How he was just saying that. He's like, sometimes your brother comes to church and you guys see each other and you're having a great day and your brother's struggling, you know. You just pray for them, intercede, support them, love them. They need that.
Yeah.
Yeah, life skills. Our children, I am blessed. We are so blessed. They enjoy cooking.
Yep.
We have groups to where they'll do the dishes, the vacuum, get the eggs, whichever. So it's we are very blessed with these children, and we are teaching them, trying to teach them as much as they need to know when they get older.
Yep.
I don't want them growing up and not knowing how to do anything, not knowing how to make a basic omelet or like a fried egg.
Yep.
I'm so thankful. They enjoy it.
Our kids, faith equals strength. Amen. Exactly. But yeah, our kids, they know how to do the manual stuff. Like I had the boys out yesterday. I was mowing the front yard. I had them pruning trees, cutting back trees, teaching them like the purpose of them, why you need to do it, how you're supposed to do it, and all that stuff. So we try our best to teach life skills and teach them how to live, because at the end of the day, that's what we're supposed to be doing. Like I want my children to grow up to know how to be a father or a husband or a wife. I want my children to grow up to know how to support their family, how to support their husband, and all of that. And all of that is entailed in doing just basic life skills. I feel like I'd be a failure if my sons or even my daughters didn't know how to change a flat tire, which I haven't taught any of them yet, but I will once they get older.
I don't know how to change a flat tire.
But that's why she has me.
Finding happiness in all you do.
Hey! Nice to see you here, ma'am.
What growing zone are you in? I'm curious about that. I don't think I checked just what growing zone you're in. And have you got anything in the ground yet?
Teaches college. He has students that don't know how the difference between a flathead.
Oh, wow. Yes. I know that.
Yeah,
that's sad.
That is a very sad thing. And that's another thing. As you can see behind me, in our shed, I got all my tools here. It's kind of a mess right now, but that's because we've been working. And I'll tell the kids, hey, can you go get me a flathead? Can you go get me a Phillips? Can you go get me a 9mm socket wrench? I will try to tell them these things. And even if they don't know, I'll show them one that I have, and I'm like, hey, this is what it is. I need this number on it. Go look and find it for me. It may take them a while to find it, and I may get aggravated while waiting, but is a teaching process for them to learn what it is and to go find it for themselves.
Let me go see what's wrong with Hollis. I'll be back.
That sounds serious. Learn at 40 from my youngest.
Today I went like this, and Hollis bumped his head off.
Oh. Oh. You couldn't go to him? Oh. Hey guys, we're going to end the live here. Our son's kind of injured. So we will talk to y'all next time. Thank y'all so much for stopping by. We love and appreciate y'all. And hopefully we'll be live next Sunday. Please say a prayer for our family and our son right now. We love and appreciate y'all. God bless y'all. See y'all next time. Is you okay, buddy? He's saying no.
He's fine.
He's okay. Never mind. We'll stay on.
No, you can end
Oh, okay. He's okay. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Continue to pray for us. Thank y'all so much for the feedback. If y'all have any comments or whatever, leave them down below. Please like the video. We love y'all. Appreciate y'all. God bless.